The entire Elizabeth Warren Native American situation has completely exploded or imploded, I guess, depending on your perspective for her in terms of the PR situation. To remind you of the backstory, Elizabeth Warren has for a long time claimed some partial Native American Cherokee ancestry. This was called into question by different right wingers. It was also an issue whether she had at any point received a sort of affirmative action advantage as a result of claiming that Native American heritage or ancestry. A few months ago, she took and released a DNA test, which in and of itself may have also been a mistake. The idea was get it sort of out of the way before she announces her run for president. The DNA test showed a likely Native American ancestor somewhere between 6 and 10 generations ago. The entire story has led to some Cherokee leaders being angry, saying that she's using the DNA test to try to justify a connection to the tribe that, even if you can defend genetically as valid, is not valid in terms of her actual cultural connection to the tribe. Not all Cherokee elders that have spoken about this take that perspective, but some do. And then now, on top of all of this, it was revealed yesterday that the State Bar of Texas registration that Elizabeth Warren filled out by hand when she became a member of the bar as an attorney in Texas, she wrote that her race is American Indian. The document, which we are showing to our television audience, is written in blue ink in handwriting that is both believed to be Elizabeth Warren's and has not been denied. The authenticity of this document that we're showing you has not been called into question by Elizabeth Warren's office, and it says race American Indian. So this is now the first document that actually shows her claiming she's a Native American in her own handwriting. We know that at Harvard and I believe at UPenn, she was listed as Native American in certain internal documents, although those were not documents that were used to make a determination as to whether she is going to be accepted or not accepted, hired or not hired, or anything like that. So Elizabeth Warren now is in the position of saying she apologizes for labeling herself Native American at UPenn and at Harvard. And we are eventually going to have to hear something probably about this document as well. So I think it's important to break this down piece by piece because this is mostly a PR disaster for Elizabeth Warren, but it's going to have an impact, or it very well may, if indeed she becomes the Democratic nominee. Question one, did Elizabeth Warren gain anything by registering as a Native American with the Texas State Bar? Doesn't appear that way. I mean, this is for statistical purposes, period. Did Elizabeth Warren gain an advantage at UPenn or Harvard for being listed as Native American? Appears the answer is also no. That was something that was done after she started there. It wasn't an affirmative action or diversity candidate thing in any way. So is this actually a big deal? No, it's not. A lot of people in the United States believe that they have Native American heritage genuinely. I just had a friend who thought she was significantly Native American, did her DNA test. It showed something about the same as Elizabeth Warren. Okay. Is Elizabeth Warren smart enough to realize that taking a DNA test that won't show she's Native American is a bad idea? I'm sure she realizes that. I believe she took the DNA test assuming it would confirm that she's Native American, since that's the family history that she was told. This doesn't relate to her fitness as a senator. This doesn't relate to her fitness as a potential president. She was presented with facts about her DNA, and she has now apologized. But it has been a massive PR blunder, and she is suffering, and she probably will continue to suffer for it. Now, she's done the right thing. She claimed something. She was presented with contradictory data. She has apologized for it, period. The problem is that it gives Trump and the right huge ammunition. I'm not making the case that it's a great thing to criticize Elizabeth Warren because she mistakenly asserted Native American heritage. I don't think it's really going to hurt her in the Democratic primary. At least I hope that it doesn't. I'm going to continue evaluating candidates on their merits and positions. But if Elizabeth Warren becomes the Democratic nominee and I don't want to play electability games, but I'm just reporting on this particular story. And remember, she's one of my top picks. So if I'm playing electability games, I'm hurting the person, one of the people that I like. If she becomes the Democratic nominee, Trump is going to make an issue of this. Republicans are going to make an issue of this. The right is going to make an issue of this, and it will be a disaster. Is it is it a disaster that will ultimately sink her attempt to be president? Probably not by itself, but it is going to be something that the right will focus on. You had better believe it. So it is a pretty big PR disaster. I don't know who's advising her. I know some of her advisors, and I haven't spoken to them about where she's come up with what to do and say around this entire story. But blowing up as just a series of bad decisions from something that in all likelihood was a truly innocent belief based on the stories her family has told that she had Native American ancestry. If I'm misreading the story, let me know. I'm on Twitter at dpacman, and the show is on Twitter at David Pakman Show. One of today's sponsors is privacy.com/Pakman. This is a free service that I've actually been using myself for a while now, and I love it. You just take a few seconds to link your debit card or bank account to privacy.com's mobile app or browser extension for Firefox and Chrome. And what that does is allow you to instantly create virtual credit cards that are linked to your bank account so that you're not actually putting your real debit card number on the internet. And you use these virtual credit card numbers to buy things online. And with one click of a button, you have the ability to create multiple virtual cards, delete cards, freeze and unfreeze cards. You can put a limit on a card so a company won't be able to charge you more than you actually want them to. And it protects you from being hacked. It protects you from companies being hacked, which we've been talking about for a while on the program. And it's perfect for signing up for free trials somewhere if you don't want your real credit card number to be exposed and on file. And their app and browser extension let you autofill the virtual credit card number into the credit card field when you're buying things online. There are a ton of different advantages to shopping and paying bills with a system like this. Everything is totally secure and encrypted. And in some situations, you can earn 5% cash back on your purchases. It's all completely free. All you have to do is click the link under this video to get started. And for a limited time, everybody in our audience who signs up gets $5 towards your first purchase when you sign up using that link below.